episode of FUM0097 machining is dedicated to tapping tools. First I make or finish a project I started something like 3 years ago, a tap follower. Second I will dismantle and clean and inspect my TapMatic. I tried it out a while ago and it didn't perform as expected. There is something wrong with it, I believe. I need to take it apart and clean up and see if it is beyond repair, usable or whatever it is. So let's go on with the tap follower. This is what I have been using as a tap follower so far. It's an automatic center punch and it can be used really, but nevertheless I will now, it can be used as a tap follower. But I have here the project I really started 3 years ago. It's a very simple thing actually. It's something like this. Nice sound there. This is quite, there is not a lot of slop there. And then we have this spring which goes into that there, into a hole. And my intention was to make this as short as possible with maximum range of operation. So far I haven't been able to attach it to anything, and now there is a chance because I bought a drill chuck from Frankfurt flea market. This is a Röhm chuck and it was attached in an arbor. Morse 2 actually. But for some particular reason this arbor was bent. And I have not been able to use this one. I probably need to dismantle this as well, because if the arbor was bent, probably there is also something wrong with this chuck, because it has been involved in an accident. Okay, but the arbor, which is now attached to my lathe, I will make, first of all I annealed it. And then I made a new center on the back of it, on the front of it, which is going to this end. It's not perfectly straight, but it's about there. So it's straight enough for a tap follower. So, but not straight enough for a drill chuck, no. So I can use it for this purpose, and now I will actually probably glue this to this Morse 2, it's a Morse 2 adapter taper. So after that I can use this one in my lathe and also in my milling machine. Okay, let's go to the lathe. So here is the Morse 2 taper I was talking about, and I have already taken it down quite a lot. There was this B16 thing which I have now taken away, but I tried to first make here a thread for this chuck. This is a Röhm Supra chuck. It has here a half-inch 20 threads per inch thread. my intention was to make the suitable thread here and then screw it. But what I noticed is that this is not concentric. So what I probably need to do is to find out another solution for this chuck. At the moment I really don't need this because I do have a very good chuck. This has been serving me more than 5 years. It's a Sandvik thing and it's a really good one. But nevertheless, now what I'm going to do is to put this into here, and I will go a little bit more back here so that I have something like this much, and then I need to cut this totally with a hacksaw maybe. This is soft and this surface is really hard. This is also, I believe, case hardened. So well, one warning about this, the cuttings, the chips from this surface are really hard, and you shouldn't, you should take good care of your ways to avoid them staying there. The dust and the cuttings, the chips, shouldn't go on your ways. They will cause you a lot of trouble afterwards. They are hard and they wreak havoc on your ways, in your lathe. So yeah, some sort of protection is always a good idea here. So now we cut it from there, oops, and then we put it to there, and yeah, so the thickness is quite correct. So I put it there, hammer it in actually, and there you are. Should be maybe glue, not silver solder this time. Yeah, meet you in the vise. Okay, now I will put this thing into there, and I will use this glue, which is well, wait a minute, we need some paper here if it tries to escape me. I don't want this glue to be anywhere near. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it's very runny. Okay, that's probably more than I need. And now I will try not to. Okay, there you are. First step. Then I have this kind of thing, and finally this kind of thing, and then I hammer it in. Okay, now we since we finished this one, which became a decent tool, so it goes into where all my round tool making things are, near the taps, because I will be needing it with the taps only. This is the victim, and I already started to disassemble it. There is one thing that I removed from here. It's a retainer round thing. Okay, and then you can take this away. This is aluminium. Well, yeah. And then since this is an American product, all the fasteners are imperial. Inch sized, so I use this set of Allen wrenches. This is I bought this something like 12 years ago, and back home I noticed, oh, I have bought an inch set, and thought that I will never need this one. But it has proven that half of my screws, etc., fasteners seem to be sometimes like inch sized. So let's see, that one maybe for this. This is the one that is used to fasten the end of the tap. One of these is left hand thread, one is right hand thread, and then we have this piece of thing there. Okay, and this is going to become messy, so I will not become messy myself. So, and then we have here another, I believe, another fastening ring somewhere maybe. No, we don't. We just screw this out. There is an, oh yeah, okay. There is one thing here on the side, very small actually. Oh, these are horrible. Huh? Why does it not want to move? It should move. Come out. Yeah. It's a small set screw there. And from experience I know that there is also a nylon bit there under. And then you just unscrew this one. Okay. And this video is as much as it is for you to show how this thing is set together, it is also for me as a reminder what we can find from here. So there is a thrust bearing, and then this cap. Okay. Then we have, this is part of the thrust bearing. And oh, we have a lot of springs here. Double springs. Hopefully they are all identical. I believe they are. They are just for the friction mechanism. Okay. There you go. And then we are stuck. There is a screw under there, but in this case it is not. There is my screwdriver. I need another type of a minus driver. Oh, there you go. I need this type of screwdriver down there. Oh yeah, comes out. That's the nut. Then we had a spring in there. Okay. And anything more? How do you take this one out? Okay. I will do this one off the camera. It's very difficult. Okay, it was easier than I thought. There is a small notch here on the side where this you can put a utility knife in between there, and one of the ends is bent a little bit. So this is supposed to be used for taking this away from the groove. So that's one, that's now out. And I believe this now comes apart. Yes, it does. Okay, this is a gear. Okay, there is this washer. That was on that side. So it was placed like this first and then this ring. Okay. Then what else we have here? Okay, let's see. On the back side we have this type of a thing. Okay. Then we have here. Okay, it comes apart like this. This is the assembly, and it looks like there is a lot of grit in there. I need to take this one apart separately. And then when we look this one, we have these small buttons here. Oh yeah, these pins come apart from the holes. Yeah. And yeah. Then we have this. It was installed this way here. Okay. Then we have this gear. Okay. There is a spring behind. So it was this way, and there is a spring behind this, and then that. And then this part is, there you are. It's that. Well, and then we have, how do you, oh, okay. We have here one, this type. It's a symmetric thing. Okay. What else do we have here? Okay, it's coming. I believe this is the clutch assembly. Okay, there is a bearing and a lot of grind dust. And then at the end there we have a spring like that, and then that's it. That's now it's empty. Okay, this one I don't want to take this away. You could probably buy some wedges or similar, but I don't want to do that. So now this one. This is the clutch. Oh, you have to be really careful with this one so that you put it together in the correct way. Okay, it goes there. A piece like this goes into there. Okay, and then we have the clutch here. I believe this is. I would like to take this apart. I will do that separately. And then this one. Well, it has. Wow, it's. These need a proper cleanup, really. I think there is a retainer. Yeah, there is a retainer. And it's dirty as really dirty. I think part of this problem is that this is so dirty. The utility knife. And now you have to be really careful when you are using a utility knife. It can shatter and the pieces fly everywhere. So therefore, these are essential. Also, I can see better. Let's see where it is. There. Okay, if I can put my utility knife there under somewhere. Yes, I could. Okay, now it's there. How do you continue from here? You put your screwdriver there. Yeah. Okay, and then you just twist it. There you go. Well, that was a retainer ring. Now this should come apart quite easily. Should. Do it like this. Yeah. Well, it's almost there. Oh yeah, okay. So the markings were on that side. And you can see it's aluminium, so you have to be really careful when you dismantle this one. And then we have here, these gears are there with pins. And then we have the gear, which is, well, in some sort of condition. Okay, and then we have another pin. Yeah. Hopefully it comes out. It doesn't come out as easily as that one. This one then. Oh, came out easily. Easy enough. So they go out that side. So I have to put them back from that side in. Not from this side, from that side. And the last one. Oh yeah, the gear is there. And it feels there is some bad. This is we have something that is binding. Let's take our little punch from here. Like that. that, and then yeah. Because of that. Okay, last pin, and where is the, oh, here is the gear, and this is probably, okay, it's empty. And then this one, the clutch, it's it just comes apart like this. And now when I take it out, I have this and that, okay, this way. And then we have the clutch here. And these don't have any grease in them. So first there was this, I believe we missed one here. Okay, so we had one of these here, like that. The back side seems to be symmetric. And this one then, I believe this bearing is all right. I just need to, yeah, it seems to be all right. I just need to clean it up without solvents. Just and then we have here, after that, we have one piece of braking material, friction material. Then we have yet another disc here. Okay, it's a symmetric one. Then we have braking material. Oh yeah, one needs to be really careful not to break these. Okay, braking material. Another disc. Braking material. Another disc. And by the way, these are, half of them are so that they point outwards, and then we have those that point inwards. So we have to take notice which way the last one is. Then we have this braking material here. And there is no grease, that's important to know. So this is the last, yeah, this is the last one, and it's inwards. And at the bottom we have braking material. So when you put this back together, you start with braking material, then you put the first disc which is pointing inwards, and this has to be cleaned. I believe now the TapMatic is dismantled. Next step, clean this up. This one I don't show you on the camera. I think it will be, well, what I use here is diesel oil. I will put the diesel there, and then one by one pick them up, clean properly, and there you go. And well, yeah, I will meet you back when this stuff is cleaned up. Okay, now I have cleaned all the parts, so this is TapMatic. TapMatic. A lot of stuff in one piece of equipment, really. Okay, how to deal with this kind of situation? You have a lot of parts, and you should construct it, and well, my memory is not very good, but you can deal with this one. So I will start with the dry parts. This is the clutch. So these things were associated with this. Then this one as well, and furthermore, I think this one, and maybe, let's see inside here, yeah, you can see there has been a spring in the bottom, so this one as well. So the first ring here must be something stiff, and it's this. That's thicker than the rest of them, and it's also ground. So it goes into here.
Okay. Next we have a brake disc like this. Then, since this was pointing inwards, next one will be pointing outwards, like that. Brake material, inward, like that. Brake material, outward, like that. Brake material, inward, like that. Brake material. And then comes, of course, this one on top of everything, like that. There you are. That's the brake system, the clutch. Okay, but it's not all there. We need this one. This is the one that is driving the tap in the forward direction. It goes there, like that. And then we have a spring here. And that one should be put into there. Yeah, nice. So, like this. And now it's a really good thing that these parts are clean. So, I can see that's the correct place. Oh yeah, now it's there. Well, it is there. This has to stay this way. I don't want to, so I have a vise here, small vise, for holding this temporarily when I put this thing together. So you cannot see it, but it's there now. So, next thing. Okay. Next thing that goes there is this ring. Like that. Goes there. Then we have here. What else do we have here? Well, we have the gear. That one. And now with this gear we have this. It's the outer gear of the planetary. There is a key, and this key I didn't show it in the video where I took this apart. This is really tiny, and without this it wouldn't work. Let's put this aside. Oh yeah, and next will be this little guy. That's the gears for, well, it's the planetary system, and I don't need that for a while. So we need this one for that. Then we need one bearing. Then we need this, and this one was not also in the video. It goes there under, on the bottom. The reason why it was not there, it looks innocently as it would be a part of this part. Then we need these three, the pins for these, then a retainer clip. Well, cannot be this one, must be this one. Okay. What else? Well, that's about it. And now these pins, they are actually directional, I believe. So what I do, I look which side has been, they have wearing marks. If this has been sitting this way, so then this pin has been that way. I can tell. It's there are some markings which reveal that one. So now they are in correct orientation. Then a little bit of oil, and this one we don't need a lot. Just a drop inside there. Tiny amount. Yeah, that's more than enough. so that it isn't dry when I construct it. Okay, there you are. And this oil is really sticky. It won't come out from there. Okay, and now, oh, which way was it? That way. So you actually put them from this side in. I could put them there in advance. Oh, it doesn't want to go that hole. Oh yeah, it goes, these are really tight. Okay. Yeah, that way. This was not tight. Okay, maybe another hole. It's irrelevant. And that way, that one. Okay. So we had one tight and the other ones were not so tight. So I believe these are symmetric, so you can put them anyway there you want. This is a little bit difficult. Ah, that ring down there. Yeah. Now that one is in place. Next one. I will try to put it there. Ah, this was the tight one. Okay, it's there. And the last one, which is so loose that it okay, and the last one then. Oh. There you are. Then I will, because these don't come out from this way. Well, they will probably, hopefully not. This is okay. That one we need to push a little bit more there. Okay, there you are. Well, and then we have this bearing, and this is at the moment completely dry. And for this one I use a different grease. I use this blue stuff. It must be good because it has an American flag in it. Yummy. Now let's start packing this thing. I think there you are. More paper I want to. Well, it's beautiful, it's blue. Blue. Blue stuff. Okay. And then I want to wipe the excess from the outer side of this. There you are. Oh, inside as well. And then you put this one there. Hopefully. Oh! Now! Other way around. The text should be outwards. The text were facing out from this thing. And it should go there quite easily. Yeah, there it is. Well, done. And these gears will be lubricated when I put it there, not before. Same for this inside gear. Okay, there you are. Now we have this assembly almost complete. We just need this retainer ring here somewhere. It has to be put there. Oh, where is the slot? There. There you are. Easy enough. And yeah, feels good. Really good. Okay. That unit is complete. And now starts the fun part. Really. So we need to construct the inside there. We have this, and that one is a bearing surface, I believe. Goes namely this way inside here. Yeah. So I need to put some grease there because this doesn't spread itself everywhere, and it's this different type of grease. Okay, it goes there. Yep, it is there now. Okay, and then we have this guy, and we have a spring here. Goes there, that one goes into there, and we have yet another, and it's this one. Goes there, and this also seems to have some bearing functionality, so I put a little bit grease there as well. Now it's there. Yes, that's probably complete. Then we need to put this one through the complete unit. Like that. Goes from there to there. Oh yeah, this will be fun. Oh, it wants to come apart. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't. Namely, the next step is to and this is a little bit, so it needs to go that way into there. And then we had 3 pins here. These are the 3 pins, 1, 2 and 3. And these can be put in 2 ways. Either the other way, if one looks at this carefully, one can see that one end is tapered and the other one is straight. So I will use this. I will use this grease to hold them in place while I'm putting this all together. Namely, this part should be having this type of grease anyway. So. It's okay to have it there. Oh, it's wanting to slide away. Okay, so the tapered end goes in. Goes inside there, towards the shaft. There is one somewhere there. Hopefully this grease holds them in place. And then we have another somewhere here, there, and yet another there. And you have to look that the tapered end goes inside there, because you don't have a lot of room there. So if these are the wrong way around, this won't go together. Oh yeah, okay. Now all these 3 are there. Something else in between there. My mistake. So this ring goes there last, because now when I have not the ring there, this one goes should go and goes into its place like that. Now it's there, and now we can put the ring there, and I believe you can now hold this like this. I'm using the vise here. So now I put the ring into there and look for the key where it is. The key is important here, and now we need to put it so that, yeah, there it is. And now last, the key. This is really important to put into there. It's not optional. And it's a tiny little piece, and everything depends on that one. There you go. It went there in the hole. And now, after this, we have this small ring that came there under. And finally, this retainer ring, which is then holding the whole circus together. This should be really easy to put in place, and it is. Now it is there. Should no more come apart easily. Well, yeah. We have no brake, so it rotates freely. So now we have everything there in place. Well, it's still sloppy, but it feels a lot better. Really a lot better. Okay, so next thing is this little spring which goes into there, like that. And then we have this little screw, or nut. And now we need this type of wrench for this operation, and it goes that way. Hopefully it drops into... Oh, it dropped into place. Good. Oh yeah, okay. And now I tighten it. There you are. Oh yeah, it feels like it should. Yeah. Okay. Next step. Well, it's greasy. So now I will put all the springs there. So these all, there are 9 of these. These. And 1 large. Have I lost? No. Okay. And then everyone had this small spring inside. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, it stays in place. So now we should actually this thread should be lubricated, but first we put this disc there. You can see clearly the markings. If it reflects correctly, it goes this way on top of those. And then we had this bearing. Now I will lubricate the bearing and the thread, because this is this can be it can gull, and that's yeah, looks like cow stitch when you blow into your glove. Okay, and now this one. It needs some lubrication into this thread because it's aluminium to aluminium, and that's bad. And then we have this bearing there in between, and I will take this one first. Put some of this blue stuff into it. Okay, and then this one goes into that place there, like that. And now I can also put the same grease on the threads. It really doesn't need a lot. And there you are. This grease is something it holds really well. There you are. And now I just screw it in. Ooh. Oh yeah, it feels good. Feels really good. This was also very crunchy. And now it feels like it should, I believe. Oh yeah. Let's see now if it has some torque, because it didn't. Okay. Yeah, it has. Okay, it works. So, and then we have a set screw in here, whichever way, this way. This one is used to lock this ring, into place. I just put it there because this really doesn't move by itself. I need to decrease this one. This is hard to handle because it's so slippery. Okay, that end is now done. That end then. We had what we still have here. We have one tiny set screw which was also not visible on the when I dismantled it. It goes into that little hole there. And then we have this thing which is actually a vise. Okay. The other one is left-handed and the other one right-handed thread. And now I need to look which is the better side. The other side has been a little bit shoved up. The other one is still good, so I use the good side. Oh, this is the left-hand thread. So I put them level like that. Level this. Like that, okay, and then this side also I turn it around and then I put it level like that, and then this whole unit like that goes inside here, so the other side is longer and the other side is shorter. The shorter side goes up, so it goes into there like that, It's there now. So, and this set screw here, it is used to lock this so it doesn't come out by itself. Oh yeah. There you are. It shouldn't now come out. No, it doesn't come out. Yeah. I just tighten it as it was. Oh. Ah. And then we had this thing there. Oh, well, maybe the warning should be up directed. It goes there and sort of hides everything, and then we have this last retainer clip which goes here. And there you are. Well, it has funny sound. Good. Yeah. Okay, and now last thing is the chuck. which I need to put some oil into. There was a lot of grit inside. There is a bearing surface here which contained a lot of grit, and you don't need a lot of oil, just enough so that it is there. Okay, there you are. And this is a hardened thing. It really works well. Looks like that. And then you put some collet there. Let's put this one. It's a small. Okay. Small collet, and yeah, it is there. It's together. Well, that was an exercise to put it together, especially the mechanism there inside, to figure out which way everything is, and etc. Well, of course I need to prove whether it is okay now. Well, it is. You cannot possibly put this together the wrong way. It just doesn't go that way. And then you can... oh yeah, okay. Let's wipe it clean. Okay, now it's easier to handle because it doesn't slip away from your hands. Okay. Well. Well, this wraps up this tapping-oriented episode of phenolic machining. So we made first this tap follower. Well, it's a nice thing, and then we dismantled, cleaned, and serviced this TapMatic thing. Well, nothing seemed to be wrong with that one. Everything seemed to be in place, nothing was horribly worn or anything like that. It probably was a little bit dirty, and not just a little, it was really dirty. And that one might have an impact on its functionality. Now let's see, hopefully we will see that one in action in the near future. So, well, in the next episode I will be probably making some gears or a friction drive. Depends which order I will be making these things. So, till then, bye!